Hi, I'm Denise. Come and join me in my garden. So, these are some of the mundane jobs that need to be done in a garden. So this corner here is the corner that I'm trying to get into. So I've got to cut down that privet just to a small stump so I can control it. I'm not taking it out completely. Sorry, I'm just showing you the rubbish bin. That's got to be moved as well. But at the moment, this is what I've cut off. And this is what I'm doing. I'm cutting it, trimming it, putting it in this bag. And then that will go up to the chipper at the top of the house near the small potting shed, and will be chipped. So at the moment what I'm doing is taking one of these branches, and just trimming it down to manageable pieces, putting it into this bag so that I can then take it to the chipper. So I've done all that pile, and it is now, that's where it was, and it's now chopped and in the bag. So now I've just got to finish off that corner, chop all that down as well, and then we can get on with chipping, and then I'll have some more wood chip or green chip or mulch that I can actually put onto the compost bin, or I can mulch around the plants on the beds and it will all rot down. So that's the idea. Right, it's lunchtime, so I'll catch you later. And this is what my corner is looking like. So I've taken this one down. I've just got to dig those roots out because I need a clear access. This I'm going to chop right down too, so I've got to get another saw to take this out. But what I've found is I have a holly tree. So the holly tree comes down and is down in part of my garden, and this wooden stump here and that big one there is also in the corner of this garden. But what it is I think an elderflower, but it is massive and it's overhanging three neighbours' gardens actually, so that's something that I need to look at. Or not. Nobody seems to be worried about it. But I'm going to trim this holly down. So yeah, this is all the wood. As you can see, there is a gap there, but what I might do when I take all these stumps out is leave a bit of a gap, so if there are any hedgehogs they can get through at the bottom there. So yeah, this was my log pile, but I need to sort that out, so I might turn that into a proper hedgehog log corner and just sort of cordon it off somehow. That's the plan anyway. I have a lot of wood, So got enough there to make some sort of a barrier. So yeah, good afternoon's work. And I've got 3 bags full of privet to chip tomorrow, and the rest of the debris has gone on top of the compost. Just an add to the end of the video. These are my 2 buckets that I put around the poles, and let's get rid of my shadow. This is my borlotti bean, which has got flowers on it, and I've got, I don't know whether this is a climbing bean or that might be the climbing spinach. Looks like this one's been had, but in this tub here is just climbing spinach, 2 of them. Sorry, filming is rubbish. 2 climbing spinach, and this is a borage, and so is that one. So that's good. And then what have I got over here? Potatoes, honeysuckle, going up the shed, pot of strawberries, another pot of strawberries, and goji berries in this pot, leeks in that pot, and another pot of potatoes there. Good afternoon, everyone. Just a quickie. I've just spent 2 hours in the Polytunnel because it's been pouring with rain, and I just had to get my gardening fix. So I've just been out here having a tidy up. As you can see, it's quite full in here at the moment. I've tidied up my potting table and also rearranged some of the seedlings that I've got on here. So all of these here are the Nero de Toscana, and then beyond are 3 pots of Swiss chard. Sorry, my 2 my finger won't go. 2 citrus trees there, which I am going to pot up next week, and then the rest of it is full of tomatoes and my chili peppers, which are down here. Some of them, the rest are in the greenhouse. And tomatoes and peas, more tomatoes and sage. And I've just thinned out the strawberry bed because it doesn't seem to be doing anything, so I've chopped off all the big leaves and just given them a bit more space. There are a few strawberries coming, but like I said the other day, they are a very funny shape. And I think it might have been not enough light, maybe. And this lettuce bed, I've just pulled out all the dead and dying lettuce. There's a few down there that seem to be still okay. These are going to seed, but I can still use the leaves off them. And this one I'm intentionally leave to go to seed. I've never collected seed from a lettuce plant before, but we'll see what happens. It's like a triffid at the moment. And then these are the leaves that I've saved that are going in the fridge. Oh yeah, and the the Bright Lights Chard I've transplanted into this box that did have a load of lettuce in, which wasn't doing very well. So I've thinned out the seedlings that were on the top here to give the chard a bit more light. So yeah, that's it really.